More than 39,000 people are now believed to have died in last week's earthquakes in Turkey and Syria, and the search continues for the motive in Monday night's mass shooting at Michigan State University. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The earthquake death toll in Syria and Turkey has now soared above 39,000 people. Turkey's president says most of the victims are in his country, making it Turkey's deadliest disaster. NPR's Peter Kenyon reports from Istanbul.
Experts say as high as the death toll is, it's almost certain to rise further. More than 105,000 people were injured in the February 6th quake and the aftershocks that followed. Turkey's Disaster and Emergency Management Agency says some 195,000 people have been evacuated from the quake-hit provinces so far. Following the Syrian government's agreement to open new border crossings, a caravan of UN trucks entered from Turkey. They were loaded with blankets, carpets, mattresses, and other shelter materials. A World Food Program official says half the population in affected parts of Syria is facing hunger. Peter Kenyon, NPR News, Istanbul.
Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, says she will step down after 8 years in office. She says she'll remain on the job until her successor is named. Sturgeon came to power after voters rejected a referendum on Scottish independence. She has since been pushing for a fresh independence vote. Police continue to search for a motive in Monday night's mass shooting at Michigan State University. A gunman killed 3 students and critically injured 5 others. He took his own life after police confronted him. Mourners are remembering the victims. Several gathered at a church in Grosse Pointe, Michigan, to honor them.
The Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want.
Michigan police say the gunman had no known link to the university. Members of the Senate Judiciary Committee have blasted social media companies in a hearing. They're accusing tech giants of pushing harmful content to children. NPR's Derek Kerr reports lawmakers hope to pass legislation on the issue this year.
Senators heard from a mother whose son died by suicide after being bullied, and from Emma Lemke, who grew depressed after countless hours on social media.
The constant quantification of my worth through likes, comments, and followers heightened my anxiety and deepened my depression.
Senator Richard Blumenthal says Lemke and others have been victims of what he calls big tech's hideous experiment, and that it's now crucial to pass bipartisan legislation known as the Kids Online Safety Act.
It's a public health emergency, egregiously and knowingly exacerbated by big tech.
The legislation would require tech companies to develop tools that shield kids from bullying, stalking, and exploitation online, and to build parental supervision tools. Derek Kerr, NPR News.
A blizzard is slamming parts of North and South Dakota and Minnesota this morning. The National Weather Service says the Central Plains are getting 2 strong winter storms this week. There are parts of the South that may feel the effects of strong thunderstorms, including the possibility of tornadoes. This is NPR.